Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer on how artificial intelligence is just absolutely radically transforming the visual design workflow. Look, if you're a creator, a freelancer, or maybe an agency owner, you already know the landscape is shifting right under our feet. We're rapidly moving away from this era of manual, tedious, pixel-pushing hours, and we're stepping into a completely new paradigm. We're talking instant creation by the year 2026. So let's dive right into this and see exactly what the brilliant future of our industry actually looks like.
Picture this. You wake up tomorrow, grab your coffee, and realize that a staggering 80% of your daily design and administrative work is literally already done before you even crack open your laptop. Just let that sink in for a second. 80% of the heavy lifting, completely gone.
I know. It might sound completely impossible to a designer who's been stuck in the manual grind of the past. But AI isn't just some gimmick or basic novelty tool anymore. It's rapidly evolved into this incredibly comprehensive, interconnected ecosystem. It's essentially acting as your personal assistant, your creative director, your programmer, and your studio manager, all rolled into one seamless package.
All right, Section 1, Generating Visuals and Video, the core creative engine.
Let's start by looking at the very heart of your new day-to-day workflow. You know the old routine, manually sketching, iterating for hours, or just endlessly doom-scrolling for that one perfect, overpriced stock photo. Well, the 2026 designer uses Midjourney. Imagine you suddenly need a photorealistic mock-up of a new energy drink for a massive client pitch, and you need it in 10 minutes. With just a few simple text prompts, you can rapidly generate professional-quality artwork. We're talking high-end YouTube thumbnails, logos, and stunningly realistic product mock-ups. Entire businesses are literally bypassing the old ways of production entirely, opting to generate their whole marketing slate instantly.
So once you have those raw generative assets, Canva steps in as your all-in-one AI layout artist. You absolutely no longer have to push every tiny text box and image into place manually. You just describe the vibe and the structure you're going for, and the AI automatically builds out complete professional-looking presentations, social media campaigns, flyers, or even fully functional website designs in a matter of minutes. It basically takes your raw creativity and structures it instantly.
But wait, what about video? When it's time to add motion, that traditional bottleneck of video editing just vanishes. Stuff that used to require highly expensive software and dedicated professional editors is now completely effortless thanks to Runway ML. In literally just a few clicks, you can generate incredible, realistic video clips directly from a text prompt. You can add complex cinematic effects, seamlessly remove unwanted objects, or even bring static images to life. It is an absolute game changer for digital creators and YouTubers who need to produce high-end video content at scale without totally breaking the bank.
So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Trying to manually outdesign the speed of these generative platforms, that's a losing battle. The true skill of the future lies in mastering these incredibly fast generative tools to multiply your own creative output.
Moving right along to Section 2, Expanding the Creative Toolkit Beyond Traditional Boundaries.
As a designer in 2026, your toolkit reaches way past traditional graphic formats like JPEGs and MP4s. You're now crossing over into dynamic audio and code. Let's say your project needs top-tier sound. Well, you don't need to book an expensive recording studio and hire voice talent anymore. 11 Labs steps in to create incredibly realistic multi-language human voiceovers. Whether you're doing audiobooks, podcasts, commercial ads, or YouTube narration, the quality is so exceptionally high that it's becoming almost impossible to distinguish these AI voices from actual real people.
And look, inevitably, modern digital designers have to touch the technical side, right? Maybe you're tweaking a web experience, a landing page, or an app interface. When you inevitably hit that technical wall, Cursor AI is there. It actually understands your entire code base. It turns what used to be 3 hours of agonizing over a missing semicolon or some weird CSS bug into a solution delivered in just minutes. Software companies are making this the absolute new standard. So that line between a traditional visual designer and a developer, it's blurring in the best way possible.
Which brings us to Section 3, Managing the Design Studio, Automating the Business of Design. Any freelancer or agency owner watching this knows that producing great design is really only half the battle, right? The rest is pure administration. But look at how seamless your business workflow becomes when you let AI step in. Step 1, instead of wasting 20 minutes clicking through traditional search engine links, you get direct, reliably sourced client research with Perplexity AI. Step 2, you drop that research straight into Notion AI. It acts like this brilliant smart secretary, instantly structuring your project, organizing your notes, and building out your to-do lists.
And step 3, draft a flawless client proposal with Grammarly AI adjusting your tone perfectly to close the deal. And you do all of that in under a minute.
Throughout this entire process, ChatGPT isn't just some simple chatbot. It's sitting right there as your dedicated daily coworker. Need to translate an asset for an international client? Done. Need to brainstorm a fresh marketing campaign or draft a comprehensive business plan? It handles it. The point here is that it's not replacing your human creativity. Rather, it lifts all of that heavy administrative weight so your actual design talent can take the spotlight. It lets you work way faster and way smarter.
And tying this entire brilliant studio setup together is Google Gemini, because it's deeply integrated directly into your existing ecosystem. You can do all of this heavy lifting without ever even switching apps. Imagine asking your AI to summarize a chaotic 50-message client thread in Gmail, pull the key data directly into Google Docs, analyze the pricing structures in Sheets, capture precise action items during a Google Meet, and then neatly organize all those deliverables in Google Drive. This massive level of interconnected productivity is exactly why smart businesses are rapidly adopting AI across their entire organizations.
Finally, Section 4, The Designer of Tomorrow, Empowerment Through Adoption.
So, when we take a step back and really look at this massive shift in daily productivity, what does it actually mean for the future of visual creators? Well, here is the eye-opening truth that you absolutely need to take away from this explainer. AI is not replacing everyone, but people who know how to use AI are absolutely replacing people who don't.
The smartest professionals in the room simply aren't afraid of these tools. The future of visual design belongs to the creative professionals who learn these tools early and just fully embrace this 2026 workflow. By working alongside the technology, they're saving themselves literally hundreds of hours every single year. And more importantly, they're opening doors to massive new business opportunities that simply were not possible back when everything was done manually.
So, as we wrap up this explainer on the absolutely incredible future of visual design, I want to leave you with a thought to provoke your next steps. Take a hard look at your current daily grind, and then look at the vibrant ecosystem we just covered. Which of these AI tools are you most excited to integrate into your own workflow in 2026? Because the tools are here, they're waiting for you, and honestly, the only question left is how you're going to use them to redefine your own creative potential.